So this video, it's been a long time since I've done a video, but this is a Mezco Batman 89, Keaton Batman, which I got it really late, pre-ordered it day one, but there's been a lot of trouble with Mezco lately, unfortunately. Mezco is one of my favorite toy companies, but lately, I don't know what's happened. This release, there's been a lot of reviews already. You've probably seen some. But, for me, this is what made me enjoy Batman, was this movie when it came out. I was super young when it came out, and Batman became my favorite DC character after the Keaton Batman came out. But anyway, long story short, mine came super late. There's people that have been on the wait list that have got theirs before mine. Kind of disappointing. And they're now shipping from Washington, the state of Washington, instead of New Jersey. So for me, living in Michigan, that adds like a week of shipping. So from now on, I'm just going to get my Mezco figures if I buy any more from BBTS, because it's the same amount of time and shipping's like $10 to $15 cheaper, if not more. So it's just not worth it to order from Mezco for me anymore, unfortunately. I mean, I have enough of these Mezits and pins and stickers. I don't need any more. That's what you get from ordering from Mezco. And I would say you get it earlier from ordering from Mezco, but I ordered day one and I got it, weeks after everyone else did. So anyway, enough about complaining. Let's open this thing up. You've probably seen a lot of reviews already about the pros and cons of this figure and what to expect. I don't know what to think until I see it in my hands. I've seen some pretty bad reviews. I've seen some good reviews. So let's just open this thing up and see what we get. Looks like I didn't even get a Mezco Mezit, unless it's inside here somewhere. Nope. I didn't even get a Mezit from ordering from Mezco. Not that I need one, as I just said, but it's still disappointing. That's one of the reasons why you order. You get a Mezit and you get a bunch of other stuff. So, here's the box. I'm going to show you this. That just came in a tin, and so did that Wolverine down there. It's a little disappointing that Batman didn't come in a tin. The Christopher Reeve Superman did. It just feels like Mezco, I don't know what's going on. They completely botched a lot of stuff here. But regardless of no tin, it's got the 89 Batman logo, which nostalgia hits right away. Typically nostalgia like this, I'd be so geeked right now for this, but I've seen 20 videos on this already. Maybe it's my fault for watching videos ahead of getting them, but I just couldn't help it. Yeah, I mean, I love this shot. I still don't know if this is actually the figure or just a picture from the movie. But I love that ending shot. And there's some pictures down here of, the figure, which we saw 3 years ago. I had this thing on pre-order since January 15th of 2020. A 3-year wait. That's right, 3 years. So let's see what we got here. So, put the box aside. You get your Mezco thing here. And then you get directions here about how to put the cape on, which if you haven't watched any videos yet, the cape is a nightmare to put on. That's what I've been told. And the cape doesn't drape good at all. They didn't put wires in the whole thing, so it doesn't drape good. And then it's a silicone body with a metal skeleton, which I'm actually okay with. A lot of people hate that. I've got the Luke Black Series figure like that, and the Vader, which I didn't open. And I've got a Harley, 12-inch Harley with the Fison body. And I don't mind them. People say they don't hold up. I guess we'll see. Anyway, so here he is. I do like that they gave you 4 head sculpts. I'm trying to be positive here. Don't want to be too negative. The 4 head sculpts is great. And it's really legit to how his costume was. can't turn his head like he couldn't turn his head in the movie. They went for the full exact replica of how it was in the movie, and I'm okay with that. I have no complaints about that. This is the Keaton Batman suit, and it's just, it was what it was for the time, right? Like 30 years ago. So let's open this up and see. We mentioned this is a silicone suit, and because of that, they shipped it with some white powder. So the silicone wouldn't stick. If it got hot, silicone gets kind of gummy, and it could possibly stick and get ruined. So here he is. He definitely has some of this powder, and the camera doesn't always pick it up good, or the lighting even. But he has, it's not horrible. Definitely, the silicone is definitely thick. Definitely thick. Just like the Hasbro Star Wars ones were. And the belt it's really loose. Maybe a tad bit too loose, I think. There's a lot of gapping in the belt. So that's a little disappointing. Not a huge deal, but just a little bit. Let's take this off and see what we got here. So this is the head that moves. The eyes that move. There's a little switch back here, which, you know, for photos is completely lame, but I get it. So if you turn this switch back and forth, you can see his eyes move. And my eyes are not straight. They're off. Yep, the one is looking really far over and the other's not. Eyes aren't even straight for this. That's disappointing. God. And it's a magnet. It's a really strong magnet, and I'm okay with the magnet. I'm okay with it. I have no problem that it's not a ball joint. In fact, the last couple Batman that they did, they had magnets on the head and the different capes. They gave you a draping cape and they gave you a leathery cape with wires, and it worked out great. Unfortunately, with this version, from what I've seen online, it doesn't work out so good. But yeah, this is disappointing. His eyes aren't even lined up straight. So this sculpt doesn't do much for me. One eye looks all the way over, and one eye is looking pretty much straight on still. The head sculpt's messed up. I might actually, you know, send him a message. Disappointed. A little disappointed. The armature, it's really tight. Wow. People weren't lying. Not so much in the elbows, though. Not too tight in the elbows. Boy. Those shoulders are tight. Let's take the head off. I'm going to do something. It's one of the reasons why I did this video, and it might be a bad idea, but I really don't care. Got a bad attitude right now towards this figure and towards Mezco. People are using product to get this off and to help with the silicone, and they're using something called 303, which is right here. 303 protectant. It helps with UV protection, keeps dust off, and it restores plastics, rubbers, things like that. This is silicone, though. I would not suggest you do this. This is my personal copy. Something I'm going to try here in a minute to see if I can get this white off. So I have a microfiber cloth I'm going to use. I'm going to spray this on the cloth. And we're going to wipe this guy down and see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It melts the plastic, the silicone. All right. It is what it is at this point. Mezco. So it seems though they're sticking on those gauntlet pieces. It's sticking on the gauntlet pieces. Definitely helps. They say over time with your finger oils from your fingers, this stuff will come off too. But I'm just trying this for the very first time with a silicone figure. I don't think it's going to hurt it. It's not harmful. There's no alcohol in this that I know of. You don't want to put alcohol and silicone, that's for sure. But yeah, it definitely seemed to blacken up quite a bit after that. So that's actually a lot better. Stuff came right off pretty much. And I'm not going to keep my figure in the sun or in a hot climate. You never shoot with your figures anyway. But there he is, looking a lot better. Yeah. Boy, I just don't know what to think. I want to be so excited right now. I mean, this is like the ultimate figure for me. I don't have any 89 Batman at all. And I've been waiting 3 years. And I want to be super excited, but I'm just not because of how Mezco did this. I mean, the whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle. So here, I'll put this on. Here is the beat up head sculpt. Actually looks pretty good. The likeness of Keaton is very good. They knocked it out of the park. They knocked it out of the park. Let's try another one. This one here is the open mouth, almost like he's smiling a little bit. It's almost like he's smiling a little bit. I've seen Keaton give this look in the movie. But the one I'm going to use, if I can get it open, is this guy right here. That's like, just kind of like, I got stuff on mine. What is that? Oh, it's some of that spray, overspray got on there. Probably shouldn't have sprayed it over the top of the container. Anyway, it'll dry and be all right. That's probably the one I'm going to use on my shelf. So yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. And then I'll show you some of the accessories here. So he has a shuriken, which was never used in the movie. It was a prop that was, you could see it in the movie, but never actually used it. There was a scene, I think they never actually filmed it. And then you have, I think it's a smoke pellet, and then 4 batarangs. Mezco always does great with the accessories. They give you a lot of accessories, extra accessories, which is always nice. I like that. And then extra, a bunch of hands. And then there's a magnet. If I can get this out, show you guys. There's a magnet on the belt, which is kind of cool. Give him credit for getting the magnet on this small belt. And this is his, boy, if I get in camera, sorry. I'm not very good at this. This is his grapnel gun. And it is, it's when it's on his belt, folded. Well, maybe I'm doing it wrong. There's supposed to be a magnet. There it is. Yeah, there it is. So that's how it sits, just like that. And it's a pretty good magnet, as small as that belt is. I probably won't leave it on his belt like that, though. It was only the couple scenes where you saw it in the alleyway with Vicky Vale before he shot up to put her on the that walkway above the alley in that fight. It kind of spun around his belt and came out. Pretty neat, though. And then here's the actual grapnel gun. If I can actually zoom in on it and get it. Man, it's not wanting to. But yeah, there's the grapnel gun. Very cool. And there's a, I can't get it out right now, but I did. All right. This is the barb, the hook on the end. And it goes inside, somewhere inside here. Boy, I can't even see it. You know, mine looks like it doesn't have a hole. What the heck, man? What kind of QC issues did they have? Yep. Mine doesn't even have a hole. Or if it does, I'm just not lining it up very good. Man. I mean, everyone else had no problem putting theirs in here. Yep. That fell somewhere. I'll have to find it later. Oh well. Yeah. Oh boy. So far, not super impressed so far. Oh, that was pretty crazy. So here is, bring this back some. Here's the line launcher that he uses in the museum to rescue Vicky. And it opens up when he shot to each wall, goes around his wrist here. And he shot and then used the line launcher to get to the entrance doors. It's cool. Again, I won't display him with this, but it's pretty neat to have that. And then this is his little, it's really hard to see it. But that's his little walkie-talkie, little bat symbol for telling his car to stop. He says, stop. And it did. And then there's a batarang with wire like you use in the beginning opening scene in the rooftop. And then a cape with no wires, I believe. Now let's look at the cape. This is the next issue. Cape is the next issue. This is the problem everyone's having with the cape. So here's the cape. And as you can see, all this extra material causes trouble to get onto his shoulders. So we take the head off. I probably won't do this on camera because everyone's just been super frustrated with this. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, right. Yeah, see, it's going to be so hard to do. So very hard because that extra material there, I'm going to have to cut it away. Going to have to cut the extra material away to get it to fit on. Just shouldn't have to do this much work for a figure that costs $125, $120, whatever it is, plus like $20 shipping. It's like Mezco just ran out of time and said, you know what, we're just going to ship it. They said, screw it. We'll take a hit to our name and we'll just ship one of the figures that everyone wants the most and we'll just botch it. We'll botch half of it. And they're okay with that. Yeah, I can't even get the cape on right now. So, yeah, I know this video became a complaining video. I'm just disappointed with Mezco. How late it took my figure to show up compared to everybody else. Even people that waitlisted got it before I did. I didn't even get a Mezit. This is from the Superman I just got last week, which was an awesome release, by the way. They nailed the Superman. That Superman, the comic Superman, is amazing. If you can afford to get that, or you want it, you like Superman, get it. It's awesome. So is he. But unfortunately, this Batman, and I'm sure I'll like this Batman more as I play with him. I'm still negative right now on Mezco and how they did this, the shipping from Washington now, and just everything about it. Disappointing. So I'm okay with the silicone, doesn't bother me. I'm okay with metal armature, doesn't bother me. I'll take some pictures and probably post them on Instagram and once I get this thing looking better. And anyway, let me know your thoughts, how you like yours. Later.